What's going on, everybody? Nick Menken back here with Splash Sports. Today is May 4th, 2024. Yesterday's games still have not started here since recording, so not sure how those games have folded. We're going to roll right into Saturday's plays here. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game, plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into those plays, be sure to smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on that notification button. That way, every time I drop another play, you guys will be notified. All right, let's take a look at Saturday's game as we have a huge slate of baseball on tap for today. Starting off with game number 1, we got the Chicago White Sox taking on the St. Louis Cardinals here. For the Chicago White Sox, YRFI will be on the mound here. He's 2-0 this season with 34.2 innings of work. He has an ERA of 2.6 here, 39 strikeouts, averaging over a strikeout here per inning. He's only given up 10 earned runs. Clearly, Fetty is one of the Chicago White Sox's guy in this starting rotation. He'll be matched up here against the St. Louis Cardinals. Lance Lynn, let's not forget Lance Lynn, came from the Chicago White Sox here as well. It's his old team. Didn't come from St. Louis to he didn't come from the White Sox to St. Louis. I should say he came from actually the Los Angeles Dodgers to the Cardinals here, but still an organization that he has been with. He is 1-0 this season with 30.2 innings of work and ERA of 2.64 here, 29 strikeouts, just under a strikeout here per inning, 9 earned runs. You look at Lance Lynn's last performance, he looks sharp. His record might not show it here. He only has 1 win. Doesn't have a loss, though. In his last performance, he won against the New York Mets here, going 5 innings of work, 5 hits, and only 1 earned run. That's very good for Lance Lynn here. Then you look at Fetty. Fetty's been one of the Chicago White Sox's guy in this rotation here. He's coming off a great start in his last performance against the Tampa Bay Rays, going 8.1 innings of work, 7 hits, and 2 earned runs. Both of these starting pitchers have showed me in their previous games a lot of success, and I think, especially with Lance Lynn going after his old team here, I know he'll be ready and locked in, pitching back in Busch Stadium where the St. Louis Cardinals are at home in this game. And then YRFI is kind of the only hope that this Chicago White Sox team has to keep this game under control here. He gets off to really good starts. Like I said, he's averaging over a strikeout here per inning. I like both of these starting pitchers to get out of this first inning unscathed. That's why in game number 1 between the Chicago White Sox and the St. Louis Cardinals, we're smacking the NRFI. Let's take a look at game number 2 between the San Francisco Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies here. For the Giants, Keaton Winn will be on the mound. He's 3-3 this season with 34 innings pitched here. He's got an ERA of 3.18, 28 strikeouts on the season, 12 earned runs. He'll be matched up here against the Philadelphia Phillies' Ranger Suarez here. He's been absolutely phenomenal to start his 2024 campaign. 5-0, 41 innings of work, an ERA of 1.34 here. 40 strikeouts, just under a strikeout here per inning. 6 earned runs. That is it for Suarez. Suarez looked good, great, whatever you want to call it, in his first 5 starts, resulting in 5 wins for him. And then Keaton, on the other hand, Keaton Winn struggled early on this season, especially in his first 3 starts, getting 3 losses, and then in his last 3 starts since today, I should say, all winners here. He's 3-0 in his last 3 starts. And a little fun fact about Keaton Winn: he played at Iowa Western with myself. Keaton's a very close friend of mine. I know he's going to be ready to compete against Ranger Suarez here. Suarez has been almost perfect this season with this Philadelphia Phillies team back at home where they play their best baseball at home. I think it's a good test for Keaton here. And I know Keaton personally, obviously, so I think and know he will be coming in locked in, knowing who he's going up against in this Phillies lineup too as well, with Suarez on the bump. I think this is going to be a rubber match here between these 2 pitchers in Keaton Winn and Ranger Suarez. That's why in game number 2 between the San Francisco Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies, we're also smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Let's roll into our third and final game between the Seattle Mariners taking on the Houston Astros. Right now, the Seattle Mariners throwing out Logan Gilbert here. He's 2-0 with 40 innings of work with a 2.03 ERA. He has 44 strikeouts, averaging above a strikeout here per inning, only 9 earned runs. Then you look at the Houston Astros. They'll be be throwing out Valdez here, 1-0 on the season, 17.1 innings of work with a 2.6 ERA, and he has 16 strikeouts, 5 earned runs. You look at Valdez finally getting his first win in his last start against the Colorado Rockies, going 5 innings of work, 5 hits, and 2 earned runs here. I think that rolls over from his good start against the Colorado Rockies into the Seattle Mariners, who the Seattle Mariners have been putting the pedal to the metal against this Houston Astros team, a team that they just cannot beat usually in their division, and they're doing so here early on. You got Logan Gilbert, and Logan Gilbert has been phenomenal this year. I actually happened to face Logan Gilbert when he played in Stetson. He wiped me down twice. I was 0 for 2 against them with 2 Ks. So not something I'm proud of, but Logan Gilbert's somebody that I could relate to. He's got a heavy fastball, comes right over the top like an Iron Mike, so to speak, and he has a very good curveball here. Curveball, fastball, changeup mix for Logan Gilbert. Logan Gilbert had a little hiccup in his last outing against the Arizona Diamondbacks, only going 6.1 innings of work, 4 hits, and 2 earned runs. Didn't get a win or a loss, but I'm expecting Logan Gilbert to come out hot against a team that he hasn't really had a lot of success on throughout his career here. Logan Gilbert is a pitcher to watch out for, especially later on in his career. I think this guy's got great stuff. His command on the mound, and the team really rallies behind him. You see the Seattle Mariners offensively starting to produce runs behind Logan Gilbert when he is on the mound. That's why in game number 3 between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros, we're smacking the NRFI as well. No runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Chicago White Sox and the St. Louis Cardinals, we're smacking the NRFI. Game number 2 between the San Francisco Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies, we're smacking the NRFI. And in game number 3 between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros, we're smacking the NRFI. No runs first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button for me. Helps me out a ton and it costs you guys none. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and go follow me on X for all my free plays in the MLB. Best of luck and best bets.